This is lesson 8.2 surface area of prisms from chapter 8. I want you to go ahead and fill in what surface area and net means from the textbook. Use your textbook and figure it in. Okay, now surface area just means that it's the area of the total 3D object that you have in front of you. We all know how to figure out areas. You know, area of a rectangle is length times width, we know that. And area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2, we know that. Area of a parallelogram is also length times width, we know that, and so on and so forth. We also did that of a trapezoid. Now all we are doing in a 3D figure is that we add up the areas of all the faces. That's all there is to it. Now a net is nothing but the sort of, if you open up a 3D figure and make it flat like a 2D, how does it look? That's all a net means. So for example, if you go to the same website like before, if you see they have different prisms. They have different prisms. This is a triangular prism that they are showing you. So you have your two different triangles, which are two bases, the two triangles, and then you have the three lateral faces, which are the parallelograms. So this is called a net, where you can fold it, unfold it. That is a net of that. If you take a look at the rectangular prism, again, how do you unfold it or fold it up? This is called a net again. The two bases are rectangles and the rest are parallelograms. If you take a look at the pentagonal prism, in a pentagonal or a pentagonal prism, however you want to call it, the two bases are pentagons. These two bases are pentagons, and then the other faces are parallelograms. That's all it means. Let's take a quick look at the octagon. That is the net of a octagon. I want you to go ahead, play around on this website and look at the nets. Okay, let's go ahead and fill this in. Area is always measured in square units, or you can also say unit to the power of 2, or unit squared. Now a rectangular prism, as the name indicates, the two bases are rectangles and there are 4 lateral faces, which are parallelograms, and in the problem that we are going to do, these parallelograms are rectangles also. And like I said, go to this website. It gives you a good idea of the 3D figures. Okay, in order to find the surface area of this figure that's given here, this figure given here, what we are going to do is, and it could be any prism, surface area of any prism, we are going to add up the areas of all the faces that are here. That's all there is to it. So since we have a net to the right side here, I'm just going to fill in what these dimensions mean. So that's your top, and then there is the bottom here, and then these are the which are the bases, and then these are the sides. So this green, this is the front side, that one is the back side, this is another side. So you have 4 sides and then the 2 tops, and then this is the front. Okay, so let's take a look and fill these in. So this is 4 inches, that's what they've given me. This is 3 inches. This is 7 inches. These two are 4 inches each. 7. I'm just writing this in so that it's easier for me when I figure out the area. That's all I'm doing. Since this is 7, this is also 7. Since this is 3, this also is 3. And so let's go ahead and figure this one out. So 3 times 4, the area of this side face is 12. 7 times 4, the area of this face is 28. 7 times 3, the area of this face is 21 square units, in this case inches. The bottom, 7 and 4 again, so the area of this is 28 square inches. The side is 3 times 4, 12 square inches, and the last one 7 times 3, 21 square inches. So all we are going to do now is add these up. So area of top, area of bottom, area of side, area of another side. So the area of the top ends up being 28, of the bottom being 28, of the sides were 12 each, and then the area of front was 21, that's what we figured out, and of the back was also 21. So if you add all up, so you add 28 plus 28 plus 21 plus 21, 21 plus 12 plus 12, we end up with 122 square inches. And that's your final answer, 122 square inches. Okay, let's see how to figure the surface area of a triangular prism. Again, all we are doing is finding out the different faces. So it said a triangular prism, so we know that in a prism there are two bases, and we know that a triangular prism, that's the name, so the bases are triangles. So two bases are triangles, and there are three lateral faces which are parallelograms. In this case, the parallelograms are rectangles. So we know how to find the area of a triangle, we know how to find the area of a rectangle. All we have to do is find it separately and add it up. So in order to find the surface area of a triangle prism, find the area of the two bases and the areas of the lateral faces and add up. Okay, so let's see how it's done. How do I find the area of a triangle? So area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. We already know that. Area of a rectangle is length times width. Okay. In this case, see this is a triangle, so this is one base, so you should have the other base in the back. And then this is one side. Do you see this blue on the top? That's one side. And of course you have your bottom also. So those are the three sides. Okay. In order to figure out this one, see this height? That height is that 5. So the area of the triangle in this case is 12 times 5 divided by 2. So we know there is another triangle, which is, this is the base. So there is another base, and the area of that triangle is also 12 times 5 divided by 2. Area of side becomes 8 times 5, and we are talking about this 8 in the bottom and then that 5, so that gives us that. Area of top, or let's go with area of bottom, that's what we can call it. In this case we are talking about this bottom right here where it's sitting on, and that is 12 times 8, because see that it's 12 and then that's the 8. And the last one, area of the other side, in this case it happens to be 13 times 8. Okay, all we are going to do is figure this out. 12 times, so 2 goes once, 2 goes 6 times, so that's 30. That's 30. That's 40. This is 96. And of course this one is 104. All we are going to do is add them up. And when you add up, we end up with 300 square. I don't know. This is centimeters, so square centimeters. Or you can say 300 centimeter square. You will not say 300 this way. I've noticed some of you writing this on the Fair Game Review. Do not write it this way. This is wrong. Okay. All right, now if it makes it easier for you, on the net, this is 13 centimeters because that's the side. This is one of it, the side. This is 12. Here you go, that's the 13. This is the 5, which is the height, and this is the 8. Okay. All right, I want you to finish the other two, and I'll see you next class.